quick question. What happened to the comedy in Nanbaka? Where is it? It disappeared. There's no more comedy. It's all depressing, sad, emotional. Now, before people start typing on their keyboards and shit talking about me, I'm joking. This does not make it a bad thing. I do miss the comedy. I do. And next week, we will be getting a lot of it. So it's going to be a very fun episode next week. But this episode was the complete opposite. This episode was sad as fuck. So, a lot of things were revealed about the Shackles. Sadly, not enough about the creator of the Shackles and the purpose of the Shackles yet. But it looks like we will be getting into that a little bit later into the series. But for this episode, the Shackles were pretty much explained. There's two of them. Two people have the Shackles. The creator and Jugo. And the reason Musashi wanted the Shackles is to kill the creator. Now, the creator actually... He experimented. He is the one that experimented with Jugo and Musashi, giving them their specific power. So that makes me wonder, who else did he give this power to? I'm assuming one of them is the person that was eavesdropping throughout the whole conversation. That fool looks very suspicious. He's probably that guy from the flashback, the little assistant guy. He might be the next enemy that we might come across. So I'll be looking forward to that. So the Shackles were pretty much made because the creator was trying to experiment on random people. He was trying to gather data. It's what scientists usually do. So right now there's no clear-cut purpose to the Shackles other than the scientists wanting to experiment. So we all know what Jugo really wanted throughout this whole series is that he wants the Shackles off. And, you know, when you think about it, everything has been foreshadowed for a while now. In this episode, we find out also that Jugo doesn't have any greed. He doesn't have any greed. I speculated that he was a cyborg, which, in hindsight, seems kind of stupid. But look, I knew it was not going to be a cyborg. I just put it out there, you know. I just put it out there. It's what I do. So I was completely wrong. He doesn't have any greed. He does have a heart. He doesn't have any greed, though. So this was foreshadowed from the beginning because when this whole tournament arc started, everyone stated what they wanted. Everyone except Jugo. And I never really thought about that until right now, until this episode. He never stated anything. Everyone did. Una wanted girls, or was it money? I forgot one of those two. Rock wanted a stove oven, and Nico wanted an otaku-related thing. Except for Jugo. Jugo did not mention anything. So that was very, very well done with the foreshadowing of Jugo's non-existent greed. So this episode pretty much made him experience greed for the first time. His whole purpose of wanting the Shackles off was just a distraction because he really had nothing going on for him. Because when we see Musashi's whole perspective of the Shackles and the experiment that he was a part of, he wanted to kill the creator. He actually had a goal in his mind. Whereas Jugo didn't really have a goal. He just wanted Shackles off and that's it. He didn't feel any grudge towards the creator of the Shackles. So he was okay with it, honestly. He really was until he forgot that he was actually a monster that was capable of such things. And that monster would take his goal so far that he would actually hurt his friends. So a lot of good character development on Jugo's part. It was very well done. And I also love the contrast of color on Jugo's character throughout this whole episode. He wasn't black and white, pretty much portraying himself how he was in that state, in that moment. And at the end of the episode, man, he became a new person, a brand new Jugo, which symbolizes the whole color coming back to his character. His whole development was based around greed. And out of every person, man, it only made sense that Hajime would be the one to help him in that case. Hajime is a bro. He takes his job seriously, but deep down, man, he's a soft guy. He understands what Jugo's going through, even though, you know, it's kind of obvious since he was standing there the whole time. He knows everything now. So, he actually decided to stay with Jugo because he cares about him so much instead of following the eavesdropper, which he did notice. So that just shows a lot on Hajime's character. I love that. It's really good. Hajime helps him realize what greed is because he tells him, you're not even a human. You don't even know what you want. You're just delaying everything just so you won't be bored. Just because you don't really know what to do. You don't have any goals in mind. He just kept saying those things over and over. Jugo He was getting very, very tensed up. He didn't want to hear any of this. And then, man, he realized, what does he really want? What does he really want? Because Hajime tells him, what do you want? Since we won the tournament, tell me what you want. Jugo looks back. He thinks back. He remembers all the fun times he had. The real reason why he never really escaped from jail. The real reason why he's been delaying his goal for the whole time. He wants to be with his friends. Cliche, but it always hits the heart. It really does, man. So, I loved it. It was good. And Jugo is back. And I can't wait for that, man. I cannot wait. I'm just glad we got a little bit of progression with the whole plot. Even though it wasn't much, all we really found out was who put the shackles on, what the shackles could do, how many people have the shackles, and Musashi's whole perspective of the shackles. That's pretty much all we got. We didn't get the reveal. We didn't get the real purpose of it, other than maybe it's because the scientist was bored. He just wanted to experiment. So, hopefully we get more before this whole season ends. Or else I will be I'll be salty. I really will. I want to know more about this. So, I love the development on Jugo's character. And Hajime. Hajime had a lot of character development in this episode too. So, Hajime seems to be on his suspension for the next 3 days because of his, with the whole warding thing. So, that will make next week's episode even funnier because our MCs are now going to have to be taken care of by the other wardens, which will be hilarious. So, next week, looking to be a very comedy-filled episode, and I cannot wait. So, what do you guys think about this episode? Let me know your thoughts down below. I loved it. Now, I gotta go because, I'm busy. Sayonara.